Understanding economic growth. Hello, students. Today we're going to talk about economic growth. This topic is very important because it affects everyone's life in many ways. So, let's dive in and understand what economic growth is, its benefits, causes, and how it relates to the business cycle. What is economic growth? Economic growth is when a country's total level of output increases. We measure this by looking at the gross domestic product, GDP, which is the total value of all goods and services produced in a country. When the GDP goes up, we say the economy is growing. Real GDP. Economic growth is considered real when the actual physical output of goods and services increases. This is adjusted for inflation, which means we account for the rising prices of goods and services over time. Benefits of economic growth. Higher living standards. Imagine if your family starts earning more money. You could afford better food, a nicer house, and maybe even go on vacations. When the GDP grows, people in the country can enjoy a higher standard of living. This happens if the population grows at a slower rate than the GDP. Increased employment. More output means businesses need more workers. This creates more jobs, raises incomes, and reduces unemployment. For example, if a new factory opens in your town, many people will get jobs there. Public sector projects. With more money, the government can spend on health, education, and other public services without taking resources from other areas. Imagine having more hospitals, better schools, and improved public transport. This makes life better for everyone. Reduction in poverty. If the wealth generated from growth is shared fairly, it can reduce or even eliminate absolute poverty. This means fewer people will struggle to afford basic needs like food, shelter, and clothing. Rising demand for products. As people's incomes increase, they will spend more on goods and services. Businesses will see increased demand for their products. For instance, if people have more money, they might buy more cars, leading to more sales for car manufacturers. Higher tax revenues. Economic growth increases government income from taxes. When people earn more, they pay more taxes. This also means the government might spend less on social benefits like unemployment aid. Causes of economic growth. Technological changes. Innovations and the expansion of industrial capacity can drive growth. Think about how smartphones have changed our lives and created a huge industry with many jobs. Increased resources. A higher working population and the discovery of new resources can boost economic growth. For example, finding a new oil field can provide energy and create jobs. Increased productivity. When workers become more productive through better skills and the adoption of new technology, more goods and services can be produced. Think of how a computer helps a writer produce more articles in less time. Understanding the business cycle. The business cycle describes the fluctuations in economic activity over time. It has 4 main stages. Boom. This is a period of rapid growth. Incomes and profits rise, but so do prices, inflation. Businesses may increase wages, but this can reduce competitiveness because higher wages mean higher costs. Downturn, recession. Here demand slows down, GDP growth reduces, incomes fall and profits decrease. Some businesses might even fail. It's like a cooling off period after a big party. Slump. This is a prolonged recession with a significant decline in GDP and falling prices. It's like the economy is in a deep sleep and needs time to recover. Recovery. The economy starts to improve. GDP increases again, often due to government actions like cutting taxes or increasing public spending, and improved export competitiveness. Impact of economic cycle stages on business. Growth stage. Businesses may expand their product range, raise prices, and invest in innovation. For example, a toy company might introduce new types of toys when the economy is growing because people have more money to spend. Recession stage. Companies might offer promotions or discounts to attract customers. They may also widen their product range with more affordable models to cater to people with less money. Improving efficiency becomes crucial to survive. For instance, a restaurant might start offering budget-friendly meals to keep customers coming in. Questions to keep you thinking. What happens to jobs when economic growth occurs? More jobs are created because businesses need more workers. How can economic growth reduce poverty? If the wealth generated is shared fairly, it can help people afford basic needs. Why might a business offer promotions during a recession? To attract customers who might have less money to spend. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to subscribe for more insightful content. By Dr. Sajjad Haider.